Rishi, let's have a quick look there as well to see what has happened. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look at on day one. So we have to watch out for him because he could go on a hot streak any moment.
And to start right now with a player who's been struggling here. Murzin only a 2.5, so Arjun with the black pieces looking to keep as much tension on the board right now. We see his knights at the center. Murzin pushes one of them back. The other one's headed towards that d4 outpost. Looks juicy at the center of the board. Bishop f6 ideas as well. I'm liking Arjun's position to start off with.
I couldn't agree more. And the threat of b5 position as well, just to connect all the things together. Bishop f6. And suddenly Arjun can take over in this position. As he goes Bishop f6, your move on the board, Tanya.
Bishop f6 played, and for Volodar Murzin, he continues to develop. It's again the fight of that central square d4, who's able to control it. Arjun would want to place a piece on it when it can be captured by a piece and not a pawn. You don't want a pawn occupying that square, so he continues with development. Now eyeing a b5 break as well to open up the queen side.
Absolutely, and another threat he has is bishop takes c3. So, and you know that it might not be the best move in the position, but Arjun will purposefully go into that imbalance just to try and confuse the situation, and as he usually does. So Murzin has to be careful, and look at that. He already retreats his bishop back to d2. He just played bishop e3 and now plays bishop d2 back to attack this queen. The idea, and the question is, where is Arjun's queen going to go?
It also stops the move b5 because now that can be met by knight takes pawn. So Arjun retreats to c7. The rooks are connected. I think he really wants to get that b pawn moving up. Let's go to the tournament leader, Wesley versus Vidit. Him. Look at that e5, f5, g5 on the board.
You know, you might think that Arjun Arjun is playing this with the white pieces. But he just made a huge mistake and Arjun capitalized on it with knight e3, and I think he's about to lose his pawn on e5. And the bishop on f4 is also a big target here.
Guys, Arjun might be winning this now. With knight on d3, about to win material, overextended pawns for Murzin here. It might be Murzin's king after queen c5 check ideas, which is stopped now with the bishop retreat, but you lose a key central pawn.
Arjun is completely winning, yeah. I think he might go on that hot streak again, Tanya.
And if Arjun starts with a win, with it, Wesley right now is in the balance. We don't need to go to that because it's a rook pawn endgame and most likely that pawn will end in a draw. Arjun might take the lead. Join the leader.
Yeah, very, very good chance as he goes knight h5. But now look at these knights, look at these pawns, the bishop on c5. Such a strong central hold he has.
Beautiful move, taking advantage of that bishop on e3 pin.
Oof.
And look at this madness on the board. Pawn takes knight, pawn takes pawn. It will be a checkmate on g7. Don't grab that knight.
My question is, did Arjun miss this or was he okay with it? Because the position is still completely winning for him.
And it's completely winning because knight takes rook, rook takes knight. It's a knight on d4 that's going to be hanging at the end of it. The bishop on e3 under attack.
Even rook e4 is a huge threat in this position. So Murzin has to be careful. He doesn't have enough time. Only 4 seconds on the clock. He pushes f6.
He's looking for chaos. He's trying to create it on the king side.
Free piece.
A little bit of fumbling there with the pieces. But he's got enough time on the clock, 30 seconds. Murzin playing on his last second.
Fourth piece, the knight on d4 also, he's void. That's too many pieces. And he resigns, and Arjun most likely joins the leader now with his win. It's his first win in Tanya.
In front of me, and it looks devastating for Hans.
Wow.
You know, the queen moves, g7 hangs, but how did Pragg manage to create that? Not to mention an extra exchange as well for Pragg.
Well, we can check it from maybe from this moment onwards. Wait. We have to understand what happened here actually, because Hans actually sacrificed an entire exchange on purpose by going b6, which feels like theory. And he takes the rook on a8, takes here back, and it wasn't a good move by the way. Hans having a decent position now. He castles, brings the knight to the center. Now that bishop on b7 is a super nice piece. He takes the pawn, takes the bishop on b4, queen b3 happens, knight d5, and look at this, Hans having a completely dominating position despite being materially down. He goes rook c2, takes the knight on takes the bishop on e3, and that was a slight mistake there. Retreats with the bishop. Now this is where Pragg starts to take over. Plays king g2 and queen only move by the way to stop rook c7 ideas. And now he goes knight d5, king h8, and this is where I think Pragg starts to look on the other side. Goes h3, kicks the queen, brings the rook on the other side, rook f3. Wow, such good moves played by Pragg here in time pressure. Just take a quick look. 6 seconds for Hans, 12 seconds for Pragg there. e7, bishop e8, queen on e6, knight f5. It's like within a few moves, all the pawns are gone and the king is in such grave danger. That's the beauty of blitz.
Very nicely converted after winning that exchange Praggnanandhaa did. Alright, let's bring on our standings as we